It all started with a mutual friend, a quiet nudge from the universe disguised as an ordinary introduction. His name was Liam. He wasn't the type to turn heads when he walked into a room. There was no flashy car waiting outside, no designer cologne that lingered in the air, no captivating charisma that made you lean in closer. Liam moved differently, softly, almost invisibly, as if the world didn't need to notice him for him to feel complete. He remembered things I said in passing, opened doors without making a performance, and listened in a way that made silence between words feel meaningful. Honestly, I almost canceled our first date. The night before, he sent me a message, simple, calm. Looking forward to tomorrow. Let me know if anything changes. There was no pressure, no eager emojis or desperate follow-ups. Just a quiet respect wrapped in digital ink. I rolled my eyes, tossing my phone on the bed, wondering why I'd even said yes. It felt too safe, too steady. But I went. He had chosen a small Italian restaurant, tucked into the corner of a quiet street, its windows fogged with warmth, its air thick with the smell of garlic and simmering tomatoes. I walked in wearing shoes that pinched my toes and a mind that braced for boredom. What I found was not what I expected. Liam didn't ask the usual questions, didn't fill the space with anecdotes about himself. Instead, he looked at me, really looked, and asked questions that made me pause, reflect, answer carefully. He noticed when I shivered and, without saying a word to me, signaled the waiter to lower the fan. He wasn't trying to impress me. He was just present in a way I wasn't used to. The whole evening unfolded like a slow, familiar song, a melody that didn't demand attention but lingered long after it ended. Still, I wasn't convinced. Liam was dependable, grounded, real, and I was addicted to fire. I chased men who came with chaos, with unpredictability, with sparks that lit me up just long enough to burn me. His gentleness scared me because it didn't match the drama I thought love required. But we kept seeing each other. One date became 2, then 3, and something in me began to shift. I started looking forward to his messages. He'd send songs that matched my moods, memes that made me laugh, and every morning he remembered exactly how I took my coffee. Heavy on the cream, no sugar. He didn't try to fix me, didn't probe too deep too soon. He just showed up over and over with a quiet kind of loyalty that I'd never known. But a part of me still held back. One night, he took me to a rooftop restaurant. The skyline glittered beneath a violet sky, music floating softly around us. He arrived in a plain shirt and jeans, effortlessly himself. He pulled out my chair, complimented me with a warmth that made me blush. And instead of receiving it, instead of allowing myself to be touched by that moment, I said the one thing I wish I could take back. You're not really my usual type. I laughed, nervous, trying to brush it off. But you're amazing. The words landed harder than I'd expected. I watched the light dim behind his eyes. He paused. Not angrily, not dramatically, just a quiet stillness, like the moment before a candle flickers out. He nodded, offered a faint smile. I get it, he said. He didn't finish his drink, didn't argue, just asked for the bill, placed cash gently on the table, and stood. I didn't mean it like that. I rushed, stumbling over my own guilt. I just meant you're different from what I'm used to. He looked at me then, not with resentment, but with a kind of clarity I didn't yet understand. Maybe that's exactly the point, he said. Then he left. No slammed door, no bitter goodbye, just a quiet exit, and the echo of something beautiful slipping through my fingers. I sat there stunned, unsure what had just happened. Told myself he was being too sensitive, that I was just being honest. But when I got home, I saw the truth more clearly than I wanted to. His presence was gone, erased from text, vanished from social media, as if he had cut the cord cleanly, choosing peace over pain. Days passed, and I expected to forget him quickly, to find someone louder, flashier, more me. But instead, I replayed every moment. The way he leaned in when I spoke, the way he remembered the smallest things, the care, the presence, the calm I had mistaken for dullness. And then it hit me. I didn't push him away because he lacked something. I pushed him away because I didn't believe I deserved someone who offered love without chaos. I had built my idea of love on drama and unpredictability, on the ache of longing, not the safety of being held. Liam wasn't the wrong kind of love. He was a love I didn't yet know how to receive. I told him, in the cruelest way, that he wasn't enough. But the truth is, he was everything I needed. I just didn't recognize it through the fog of my own damage. Weeks later, I saw him from across the street. He was walking with someone new. She was laughing, radiant, glowing in a way I never had beside him. He looked peaceful, lighter, free. He didn't see me. Or maybe he did, and chose not to turn back. I stood there pretending to scroll through my phone, my heart knotting itself into regret. I kept thinking I should message him, explain, say I was sorry. But what was left to say? I had spoken, and he had listened. He had believed me. That's what hurts the most. Not that he left, but that he trusted my careless words more than I ever trusted his love. And now he's gone, not out of anger, but because he finally saw that he deserved more than half-hearted affection. I lost something real that night, something rare, not because he was enough, but because I didn't know how to be enough for someone who saw me completely and still stayed, until I gave him a reason not to.